Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I've been doing some cooking. I have looked at different things I can play with my Tenpai deck just because it's fun to be experimental at locals and probably the only place to experiment because I find it really difficult and quite boring to play online. So we decided to take some fun stuff to locals. I did look at the Buster Blade package. I managed to pick it all up, but I think it's good when info come out, Infinite Forbidden, because what I noticed was I can do all my Buster Blade plays, which is super duper cool. Normal summon the Yelpy or Yeepy one to, you know, go into your plays. Then I noticed without that normal summon for Hydra or Chandra or whatever, it was lacking a lot. So going forward in the next core set with info coming out, Springans summoning can search for the yellow one, and then the yellow one has a Poplar-esque effect where it can summon itself, and I think that's a good way to go into your plays. Haven't quite thought about it too much, but I think that's why some OCG people are playing Buster Blader. So I want to play that when those new cards come out. So I decided to look through successful lists in the Nationals, as happened the last couple of weeks, and I came across someone that was playing this Sky Striker list. I like the look of it. It plays power spells, it's not very hand trappy, which is odd because that's the sort of thing you want to be doing with Tenpai. However, I wanted to give it a go because it's very different. There's lots of cross outs and there's lots of triple tactic thrusts and talents running around. So if I play around that, that means my opponent's cards, some of the cards are ineffective, which is really cool. And yeah, I've got some gameplay of that. But before I show you some gameplay, there's a few things. Sleeve Chief have awesome product, and I am just so ecstatic at how many people are using my code the last 9 days in a row. I just love you guys for doing it. It really helps the channel out. I'm just super stoked. The only issue I have is I don't know who orders it, so it just comes up and like someone's used your code. I'm like, who ordered it? I want to say thank you. But yes, thank you so much for using my code. I've seen the announcements from Sleeve Chief. They've got loads of stuff coming out in June. I actually had a little dabble in One Piece and played it. I really enjoyed the game, and they have so many One Piece products, so it's really cool. One other thing that I'm looking forward to is the color sleeves they're bringing out, so I'm really stoked for that. Another announcement, subscribe. Another announcement. These things. In the game, you're going to see me wearing these. I don't wear them because I look cool or cute. That was so bad. I'm literally wearing them because I've got tinnitus and I was worried about the noise in the room. I looked around the house and it's like, these are gens, these will work. So like, I'm protecting this ear from too much noise and stimulation. So you'll see me in the games wearing these. I look really cool. Yeah, maybe this is my thing, my vibe. But yeah, I was very conscious about my ear. It gets really loud in there. It really sucks. Yeah, another thing about the giveaway, I am so happy that I'm able to give away to people like all over the place. So my first one went over to America, the second one went up north in England, and then the other one's just gone over to Europe, somewhere like in Greece. It's so cool that I'm getting to see and hear from people that watch my videos from all over the world, and yeah, I'm excited for another giveaway. I'm hoping to do something fun for Nats, UK Nats that I'm going to be going to, for any UK players that are going to be around, say hi. I might have like a little lucky dip thing going on, maybe, hopefully. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the footage. I won locals in this footage. Some interesting plays. What I've noticed is I don't like the Sky Striker cards with Fenrir or Nibiru. It's really weird. Sometimes when you've got Nib in hand and Sky Striker cards, it's an annoying situation to deal with, especially if they play into Nib. I think there's one moment where someone plays into Nib. I want to get rid of their Regulus on in the gate, and then obviously the Nib comes back to hand, so that's really cool. But I noticed that, you know, playing Fenrir stops Sky Striker plays. What I've learned is like I link summon, and then I'm able to do my Sky Striker spell cards. But all in all, I liked the recursion from the cards. I like the board breaking aspects from the cards, and all the power spells are just so awesome. Also, Regeki played really well into the tournament, so definitely a card to look into going forward into the format. I'll stop talking now. I hope you enjoy the videos. I'm going to be giving this a little bit of a commentary, taking my turns, and also it might clear up some of my processes of doing things wrong, so it helps, and so hopefully I don't get attacked by the mob, and I will see you around. So with this hand, I'm really happy that I'm not going second because it's a very engine heavy hand. So the only thing I can really do here is go for Seals Pass. Hopefully I can time a Seals bounce so it can basically swing it back to my turn quickly.
Sure. What do you do by first game? Assist pass. Effective special. Is that actually Steel's pass? It's, my win record on Steel's pass is my hand is actually really bad though. It's token. Anybody start? We started it. What are we not meant to? I'll get thrown off if he comes in base game 3. Different base style. Stand by. Yeah. Normal summon.
Because my opponent was quite hesitant with his flicking through his hand and hesitant on the normal summon, I'm not too familiar with this deck that I'm playing against, so it felt like this was a good card to bounce. If a deck leads with a normal summon, then it's probably quite a good card to bounce, or Solemn Judgment. And I know this kind of deck wants to play into Shining Sarcophagus and getting that onto the field. So what I did was I was committing to bouncing the normal summon and thinking that maybe because this deck is quite rogue, he might be bricking on just weird engine pieces, which are 2 or 3 card combos. So that's why I've gone to Seals, bounce this, and then I can get some follow-up plays. And Tenpai Dragon's really difficult to deal with if you go into Tenpai Dragon cards off Seals, especially when they go to battle phase, and then you can start synchro summoning or being indestructible with Fadra. It's really, really strong.
This air is getting so stimulating. I lose now, don't I? I think battle phase is really difficult for you. Yeah, we'll go there.
So my opponent decides to go first, and I want to stop any access to the Shining Sarcophagus. I've decided to go for ashing the gadget because it does say add the Shining Sarcophagus. Yeah, I know that it'd be silly if he already had Shining Sarcophagus in hand, but there's telltale signs when you play against people who don't fancy their hands that they've drawn into, and I just felt like that was a good choke point, and I wasn't too worried about any follow-up play from here, and as you can tell, it was a good time to ash that card.
Still want to add Shining Sarcophagus. I think so, yeah. Yep. I'll be on first.
This one says, banish cards push the back when it base. If you let it go through, you can banish cards until the end phase, any number of
And
then it non-targets
on activation. What is that? Super rare. Sure.
you trigger set.
Springans summoning. Yeah. Get rid of shark. After burns. To pop this one and then pop that as well. So 3 or more. Yeah. No battle phase, right? No battle phase. Okay.
What's interesting is I don't mind getting Threatening Roared because I'm able to set up a decent board for their turn and for me to win when it gets handed back to me.
No. I'll ash I'll have you could still ash me, but I'll let you have it. No, I'm trying to be cool.
You're fine.
No. No, you can never attacks.
Even if you feel the off
Yeah. Always seals bars. I'm undefeated on seals bars. It's so strong. Maybe get 2 minutes. Partial. That is not itchy. Liam's going to be livid.
Yeah, but the thing is, the same thing.
Yeah, he's going to be fuming. He's actually going to be fuming because I think I lose again.
The thing is, had he not been, he still would have lost anyway.
But you lost slightly theoretic cards. Huh? Yeah. Sure. Is that my main? Yeah. Engage. Yeah.
Oh, you can't activate that.
No, I can't. No, you can't. Oh, yeah. That'll be cut out. It's going to be cut.
We can swear out.
Are you actually going to send me down a Zach now? You can pass, because that'd be hilarious. No, I'm going to fit Zach at something. It's going to add me a TENPAI dragon. And then discard a card. Yeah.
I didn't use that.
He's a menace. Menace doesn't sound
No. Are you sure? Yeah, fine.
it does.
Thing is though, I don't know what I should do.
Stalling.
I had to make Sang some comment in the main list. Oh, Ashley. Can I Ashley? Yeah, you can. I'll Ashley.
Yeah, would be nice. This is what I'm good for. Could have had 60 intros and been like,
I'm sure there was literally nothing I could
Discard one today.
Oh, I'm ready.
Discard.
Yeah, I have a bit of a hiccup here. I decide that I think it would be really cool getting back my Chandra from the graveyard using Princess. So I've gone into the heater line and obviously I saw the Ash in graveyard. I was like, sweet, I can still Ash. However, it has to go to the zones that heater points at. And obviously because I've got seals on the board, it doesn't work. A little bit upset. But then obviously because Princess is so generic, you can just use those 2 cards to go into Princess to then add Chandra and then OTK.
You go first.
Yes, good luck to you, sir.
So this game is really unfortunate for content reasons, and this is Faith. She's been playing Rescue Ace for a while and has some Snake Eyes engine, and unfortunately she's fairly new to the game. She plays lots of Master Duel, so she's super good on Master Duel. What we realised during siding is she's kept some of her post-side cards in for this game, which obviously is not allowed, but we're chill at our locals, and so we like to help people, give them chances, give them advice, and obviously because that is the case and she's going first, she has a lot of cards that are good for going second in her opening hand. So she's got Cosmics, she's got Talents, and obviously because my deck is more of a power spell approach, I don't really play into Talents that hard, except from the Ashes, which is really, really cool. But yeah, this is just an unfortunate game because she's just got too many non-engine cards. Afterwards, we started talking about how we can improve the deck and what's like a typical Rescue Ace kind of lineup, and hope it helped, and hope to see her get even better. Well, hopefully not as good to beat me, but we'll see.
Yeah,
Effect to add. Wow.
it's that bad. Well, you do have a...
Oh, don't worry about it. I'll just show you. It's okay. What's up an effect?
So he's going to be normal summon because of that.
No, he's getting his normal summon. He's fire dragons in the main phase unaffected.
Also can't be destroyed.
He's unaffected by cards. So like
Okay then, well in this turn I will cycle Cosmic Cyclone. your
Yeah, so none of them are sort of, none of them are and then this is a quick that's good. You let it go through.
I've never played this type of Tempi drink before, so this is
Pet special for man.
and that can't be affected by
They can. Because you got rid of saying it's
so everything on that.
yeah. Was that main place or balconies?
When you declared attacks.
Oh yeah, I'm with Canada. Yeah, I'll be okay with that. So, pick your queen.
Was it 1500?
Taking 1,000 as well.
Yep. Oh, you're in a fast.
Okay, second climate. So I can add level 4 level 5 dragon to my deck. Because I'm in the back phase, I can also special summon a 5 dragon from my hand. So I've had a chance out, special back to and I'll go effect on the rest.
You have a 1, 2, 3 now?
Effect Hydra. Which page? That's really bad.
It doesn't matter, I've only got 700 now.
Okay. 16. 26, sorry.
Yeah, that's good. See one away your hands? Look, big, it's easy. I know you don't.
Yeah, one last thought about this matchup going forward. These power spells are so strong into it with your storms and your dusters. I think it's a really good matchup for me that I don't mind playing against.
Your might be cursed. Alright. Stand my main. Conspiracy.
Yeah, good. Yeah, so doing the face down stuff is cost. So
Yes,
I
I know. I know.
For 3, yeah, you're fine. These are really good going second.
Thank you. I realise that.
But if you've got like if you've got a good hand and you go prosperity for 3, that's fine. But if your hand's really rubbish,
Yeah, just go for
you dig for 6. Especially if your deck doesn't really matter with extra. Have you got rubbish hands? Why do you dig for 6?
No, because I've already called.
Dig for 6, come on.
It's only if I have something in grey. Say.
How many of these are there?
I've only got 2.
Yeah, you bet.
No, I only have 2 in
You only take 1 or 2. You don't pay 1. The thought process here is like if you've got rubbish hand you can't really play, you've got to figure out like what's good. One of these 3 is good against my deck. See.
Sorry, I'm not giving you the content that you need.
That's right.
Hey, you got the content of you can be a good teacher.
I'm a very good teacher. Best.
Are they supposed to? Oh yeah, they're at the bottom of the deck, aren't they?
Master, Carlton, I'm joking.
Jedi Master.
You're not doing this again. I'm sorry.
I can't. I have nothing. I literally have nothing. Literally. I mean, look. I have nothing.
Is that my main? Right. It's so bad. It's like killing a lamb or something. Right, come on, respond to it. You can't activate cards. Activation in response. Sorry, influence. Activate Sagan Song. Effect set add.
still famous. You have free reign to do whatever the hell you want.
Bashful.
Yeah.
Hanging guy.
Yeah.
No, I need content. Everyone's a scoop before like funny goes.
This is, yeah.
Poke 15 on damage 7 effects. It's special.
Well, I didn't use Cyclone this time, so I don't know if I'll be able to. 15.
So 15, and I'll take you for 16, and I'll take you for 17.
22.
Effects. Effects, special fire jump. Effects, special tongue jump. Effects, effects, special. Hang on, whoa. Effects.
You just wanted to combo, don't you?
Effects.
Oh, he wants to show off. He wants to show off his freaking Trident Dragon. He just
6k.
Yeah.
6k.
Yeah.
6k.
Yeah. He just wanted to. He just wanted to show off his bloody Trident Dragon for this.
No one lets me summon him.
My man Joe, he's got Springan cards and he opens a lot of Springan's engine, so I'm just a little bit, crack on. And I kind of like to, with power spells, sit there, watch what's going on and think about what's like an issue. In this game 1, I actually top deck the Imperm, and the reason why it's crazy because the card that I Imperm has a destruction protection effect, so when it gets destroyed, it can detach to protect. I think it's not once per turn either. I went hard on Imperming that, and then use my blowout card Regeki to just completely pop the whole board, which is just brilliant. So I'm able to go with that into my Sky Striker plays, so I can fill up the graveyard with spells.
Get my set.
Only yugioh I got either way I didn't like to keep it. It's actually a lot
What might be?
I would say the long one looks really shit.
Lots of money.
Well, yeah, in terms of money, it's like fucking it's about like it's rivaling SP's price, which considering SP's I think is fucking a shot to that. Some magic come sit down, they don't pay. They just get straight in and then they just like pay off. Because otherwise they wouldn't pay at all. And not out of like malice or yeah. I realise.
We'll add this back to hand by the touch of the double charger. Then we'll activate Grand Flash. It allows me additional more summon action. Additional more plus explosion targeting the I will. And also additionally it gives Goblin monsters I control 300 attack for each turn. I will use Grand Flash of these two to make them level 6 so they can find the next level. Oh no, card. Unfortunately, we'll go into Crazy Beast. Then Cheeky and face, Julian face,
The engine this recently has been sort of translated. I think it's between the engine and constantly. We're very tempted to know where the engine is. Hopefully, we can get to a point where it's like fixes the tech box price.
yeah, it has the one spot, it's basically piercing. And
So use this. And like, oh yeah, draw.
Draw phase.
I'll try to play around it.
Okay.
You just need to engage.
Yeah. I know where I'm going to hand trap you. So. As the other
And what I'm trying to do here is with Kagari add back the engage, and then I use the Sangan Kaiman here simply to just get an extra spell in to make engage a little bit more stronger here, so I can get that draw 1 and see how it goes. I'm playing a little bit greedy, and maybe I shouldn't do that, but a very new Disguise Striker card, so my main thought was get engage, get a +1 and enjoy it, but I think that plays really hard into hand traps, which is probably not a good idea. But I wasn't punished, and I was able to OTK, which I would have been able to OTK before that, so I should probably be a little bit more careful.
Just a zero.
Let me call it. So 15. I'll go 16, 15, 17. And then we'll
Bubble start.
back. Effects. Pop. I'll do that again.
A lot. You are taking 2K.
Going into the game 2, it's a completely different deck. It's Springans, it's all sorts of crazy cards I've never read before. He felt really custom to me. I've never seen some of the pictures before. I'm like, wow, what's going on here? And then he's able to go into Regulus, and then I realised Regulus it can't send the card attached because it has to send a Therion to negate something. So I dropped Nib to get rid of the Regulus completely, and then I get to keep Nib. So Nib can be like a discard fodder for my turn, which is really cool. And then he builds a board which can be problematic because this is a card I've never seen before. It's like an octopus card, and it steals cards in battle phases, so it's a really good Tenpai out. And then he had this Sagas card that detaches to destroy a card, so it put Joe in a bit of a predicament when I played into Sangan Summoning. I had Fenrir on the field, so I wanted to get Fenrir on the field to have that opportunity to out this octopus thing. So he goes Sagas effect to detach and pop Sangan Summoning, and then it gives me that window to go Fenrir effect to put face down the card that was going to be super problematic. And if he hadn't have done that, I could have still gone into a ton of Tenpai plays, could have blown up the board with Black Rose Dragon, and so I don't think he could do anything about it. We did talk about it afterwards to see if he could have played a little bit different, but yeah, there was no way around it. The Fenrir was so good in this situation, and because it's becoming very prevalent in Tenpai decks, I'm worried about it in terms of, forbidden lists, but it's so good at breaking boards. Also, wouldn't let him scoop. I had to show him my combo.
Sending for cost. Some of the Springans that teach from the internet.
Yeah.
We'll grab a Springans with Mary because it's got 7 from the ancient deck. I'll send the Springans.
When it's been someone doesn't
We will say it's supposed to be an engine when you draw a lot of the end. I'm struggling to find the balance between the two.
Yeah.
We'll say a Springans we'll go Springans Brothers because that's great. I'll go Springans so we'll grab we want to attach a Springans
we'll turn it into a defender and you must attack it.
So while he has max, I can add a Therion and a Springans card to my hand. So I will go ahead and try and very anything regulars. Before we go further, we will summon the regulars from hand. Because none of that is an annoying. I will also summon Merciless. I will. Regulars have to send itself and it will stay. And it stays there.
It doesn't destroy it.
No, it doesn't destroy it.
Ah, okay. So previously you could send like a Lily, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep the engine as slim as I can possibly afford.
Yeah.
We'll go. So Merciless, control, summons Charger. Charger next. I think here we grab. Yeah, we grab a Grand Attack. We'll then go overlay these two into big editor.
It locks at all.
No, none of these. Gobble. We will grab a. Then we'll go Grand Interest. We'll grab a. So 1, 2, 3. We'll grab a Catalyst Loader, and then we'll use the additional effects of Grand Entrance by attaching material to special summon it. We'll use Catalyst Loader's effects to target this trigger. We'll overlay it to a. Can only make 3. We're going to make space out of we have the end base, we'll grab a
Special summon 002.
just
Okay, what have we got here?
So this is a detached material to put in place of card. This if the material is attached, even if putting more into it by targeting, and this if the material is attached, it can either return a card to the hand or destroy it. And this is a fun card.
Cool, can I draw? Oh, it's not available.
I would change from like so I'll attach the material from this special side.
It's hard to play.
I'll think on something.
Right, I'm being a fan of you about this in 1 second. Any side card? It's contact fused, so I'm not sending it. It's my game plan. I'll be going first. Hey, tell me revenge for both get yeah.
I will try exception stars. I can attach a material from the you can't place a target to a strike. Okay, let me just check the touch. Oh yeah, it's costing attention target. So I'm going to attach Cluster Spider and target something inside. Yep. Sure. It does nothing. You do not need to. Yes.
Play with some. Damage 7 foot.
Place the fine.
Just dies. This is, I've already done it. I'll just swing in with these two, just to get damage. It's one of those hands.
Oh, okay.
Initial attack.
I'm summoning Garura.
This turn into attack.
So I'm taking 1 I'm on 17. That's 17 damage.
Yeah, perfect.
Alright, yeah. I think that's definitely getting GG.
Okay, stop. Let's just go. Oh, you can take your own time. Yeah. You know, 2 mistakes. Yeah, I think you have to like discussion paper.
It's a better search.
I thought Lee was playing Pearly Melodious, so I was really hesitant here and took some time to think about what choke point I've got with just one Ash. And when one of his cards said that they can add a fusion spell, I felt like he was going to be able to go into an Appaloosa. So, because I played a little bit with Snake Eyes. So what I decided to do is, if I ash this, it will stop him going into an Appaloosa, and that will be really great. But then, I've got Regeki in hand, so I was a little bit, I didn't think about that. I just wanted to stop that line. And it ended up becoming a massive choke point for the deck, not getting Concerto, and there's obviously as a draw as well. So ashing the option to get into Concerto was really, really strong. He ended on a board that wasn't particularly strong. I don't know if I made a read on the face down. However, Regeking on his board and then him activating an effect, it just meant it became overwhelming for him. And obviously, Regeki can play around the card that protects Melodious monsters from battle and being targeted, which is super duper cool. So clear the board, and then he goes backer effect, special summon. And the reason why I went into Talon's Take is because I just wanted a clear board to fight through. And obviously I didn't know if the deck would bring back like another Melodious card, and because it says can't be destroyed by battle, I thought, you know what, just take it, get out of the way, and let's go into an OTK line against a fresh board.
Yeah. Has he got rid of his breaking? Yeah. He did him a favour. Thanks. And then... Refrain, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, this one's
That's the TENPAI out.
Just thinking.
Okay, so you gain
And then going into game 2, I had that ash again, and I ashed the same choke point. And like afterwards, we spoke about it, and he said, "Yeah, that's a really good place to ash." However, with this hand, he was able to go into a Toli, which is a problematic card.
Oh, I see what you mean. That's right. Yeah, so you still take them. That's the fusion.
It means that you won't get touched on
He did say.
set it. I should back phase, during the end phase. Because you would have. Yeah, exactly. Well, I shouldn't. That's correct. Yeah, that's correct. That one's quite good. That one's quite good. The 3 and 7. He seems to yeah, no, I know. I think training 1. I don't know how you are. Training 2. It's not ideal. This one, what's on? Thanks a few. Do you know why this goes on my flip. It's 3. Trios and you have 2 control. Very huge. Some 3 times. I can target, I can banish cards that I control, and then I can either, I don't have to bounce cards, but I can bounce cards onto Melodious once I've banished. That's the definitely still shot. No.
I'm able to get into field spell situations here, and it makes it really difficult for anyone to interact. I saw that he discarded a droll in his plays. I think discard off the link, so I knew I felt like he had a droll in his hand, and I wanted to play around it, so I don't go Fenrir add here. I've also set the field spell, but obviously Pydra got, sent packing, and obviously I've got no plays into putting another dragon on the field.
I banish 3 monsters.
I'll face up.
And then when it goes to break, that's why you can't out loud.
I need him for
Yeah, the next set. I have this. I mean, you've got a point. Yeah. You would want to
do all 3 of those come back?
Yes. So if I had 5 monsters, 5 will come back. Depending how many monsters I banish, it will come back to the face. And I forgot. Oh, really? You don't have to.
So I clear the pendulum scales because I don't want any pen summoning. I don't want any of their pen effects, and then I end on Fenrir. So it puts pressure on Lee to actually go to his battle phase to get rid of Fenrir, which is really, really important for me because he can't kill me. And then in my turn, summoning's still on the field, and then I go Hydra, normal summon, and get Kaiman. And then, I can't lose from this, because if he goes totally to send cards back to the hand, the only card that gets sent back would be Springans summoning.
You're going on now. I mean, no, you do. Yeah. You do have an out. Yes. You have a very easy out. Yeah.
You didn't attack.
You didn't attack. If you attack, you would have done it.
Even then.
But you wouldn't. I don't have that out yet. Going. Because I thought you could be targeting. Sometimes he needs a bit of a game on. It's almost actually set to
Alright, catch you next week.
See you later.
Because I've got Kaiman in hand, I go for Black Rose Dragon to pop everything, and then obviously he chains to, flicker out, but it's still an open board, and I have Springans summoning. Springans summoning would come back to hand, and Black Rose would go back to extra deck, and the board would blow up. And then I just go Pressure Planet, get Fenrir, special Fenrir, and then I go into my Tenpai plays, and it's really strong, and I win there. Fenrir is just so strong, and I'm beginning to notice a lot of people in Tenpai community have it in its list, so it's something you need to be aware of. And that was all 4 games, and I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what you think about Power Spell Tenpai. Is it as good, or is it better than full hand trap cross out Prosperities? Let me know. See you in a bit.